A lot of y'all problem is not getting money, man. Y'all get money, bro. Some of y'all some hustling mom. Woo! I don't want to cuss, but you know who you is. Y'all get money. The problem is what you do when you get it. You blow it on on the dumbness, and then at that you scared to lose it. How you blow it on stuff you don't get your a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of Apple, buy a piece of ownership in Apple, buy a piece of ownership in the liquor store on the corner, buy a piece of ownership on the gas station, the Burger King you go to, something. Buy a house, an investment house, not to live there, to rent it out, not to live there. We talking about an investment house. Y'all scared to do that. Y'all go put it in the bank account, though. And guess what? They use the money to go invest it. It's not getting money. Y'all get money, man. Start using it differently. That's it.
Yo, yo, what up, people? How y'all doing this morning? Y'all chilling? I'm chilling. Hopefully y'all can hear me. It looked like y'all can hear me. What up, CX? How you doing? DT in the building. What up, V Chance? Melly? What up, Jeff R? Big Ro Ro. I told you I ain't calling you that first part, Ro Ro. You heard Ro. Yo, y'all funny in here, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate everybody coming in to listen and pay attention just a little bit to what this nonsense that I be talking about. All right. Now, we about to get paid. All you got to do is be something called patient, right? And you got to take advantage of these opportunities, okay? When they present themselves. And the way you do that is by positioning yourself. Like, um, I think I should play this again so you could understand what I'm saying. Let me play this again. Let me play this again, right? Listen to this right here. This is powerful. He gets it, right? It's not about his clothes or the posters on the wall or none of that. In his brain, he gets the mindset, right? This is what we missing out here. Is this mindset.
A lot of y'all problem is not getting money, man. Y'all get money, bro.
All right. So everybody knows that everybody make money, right? And we all making money, hopefully. And the people that are struggling, hopefully you can position yourself to make a way for yourself so you don't have to struggle anymore. Just you got to always position yourself to take advantage of the opportunity. So we know that we all could get money, right? Most of us. To people that's in less fortunate situation, I ain't talking to you. Talking to people that's actually out here talking all this, they get money talk.
Some of y'all some hustling mom. Woo! I don't want to cuss, but you know who you is. Y'all get money. The problem is what you do when you get it.
Bingo. That's it. Right there. That's it. That's the problem. So you're making all this money. The object is how much money can you create, right? You gotta have the mindset to want to create. That is the problem. What you do when you get the money. All right, we could take me as an example. I like to use my life, as an open book because I'm grateful for the things God has blessed me with. I'm not greedy, and I'm appreciative of not having to worry about if I'm gonna eat tonight. You know, I'm appreciative of that. So I gotta position myself, right? When I'm getting money and stuff, what am I doing with the money, right? Am I gonna blow it? That's in my own power to do that, right? So when I'm making money, am I gonna position myself to take advantage of opportunities that cost money, right? Right? You're gonna have to use money to create the opportunity. for yourself. You know, whether it be to start a business or whatever, real estate. You know, whatever you're trying to do is going to take some what they call startup capital. So the man saying that a lot of people make money, a lot of people get a lot of money, but are you buying a lot of materialistic bullshit? Right? Like me, I got a lot of sneakers, man. That's why I say I do the same dumb shit. I got a lot of sneakers up there, man. I got $6,000, $7,000. I don't know how many $1,000. I ain't exaggerating. Thousands of dollars. Right now, I got on Jordan 6s. Jordan, Carolina Blue, Carolina Blue Jordan 6s. See, I got a problem too. Right? Jordan's coming out today. I didn't buy them. The taxis too. I wanted to get them, but I just said no. Right? I'm getting the next pair though. The ones that I want. Bugs Bunny 8. I didn't say to myself, "Oh, let me get both of them because I can." No, let's be smart, man. You know, let's stretch this shit. I got so many pair of sneakers I can't even wear them. They don't even get dirty, right? That's it. That's foolishness, right? But my mind's changed. My mind has changed. What he talking about is in my brain now. Is what you do when you get the money.
The problem is what you do when you get it.
You
blow it
Mm-hmm.
on the dumbness. And
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. What do you know? You blow your money on when you get the money. Like when I just got this money from this easement, right? We watched the process, right? I like to use that. Instantly, I put 7,500 of that to the side right away. And I'm gonna show you. I like to lead by example, right? And I took the rest of the money and I just put it in the bank just to chill right there in case another opportunity presents itself. You understand? This is what you got. This is what I'm gonna. A lot of people that would have got that would have went smack to the car dealership, just so everybody could see they got a decent car or a nice car. As long as that shit run and get you where you gotta go, man. I wish I would have realized this when I was younger. I didn't have nobody teaching me this or showing me what they did by example. Right? That's what I want to do. Show people what I do by example, not by just talking about it, because that's not gonna get you nowhere. Just talking about it, right?
then at that, you scared to lose it. How you
It don't make no sense to me. You would blow the shit on stupid shit, but then you scared to lose it. You scared to lose it so you could blow it on more stupid shit, right? Am I scared to lose my money? Yes. But will I rather blow my money or lose it on an investment? I would rather lose it on an investment. I would rather just blow it on these sneakers, going to the mall, stay with my face stuck in Amazon, you know, stay trying to keep up with the Joneses. You don't keep up with the Joneses out loud. They don't hear me though. You keep up with the Joneses on the low. The Joneses don't need to know what you're doing, right? Your family needs to know what you're doing. Your immediate family, your kids, you know, your spouse. Y'all need to be on the same page. What are we doing when we get this income? What are we doing with it? Oh, I know. You want to go to a concert. And then you holler you ain't got no money. Watch what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you.
at that, you scared to lose it. How you blow it on stuff you don't get a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of apple.
Bang. Now that mindset is so powerful. This brother gets it, and I'm so happy to see this. And I know he's telling his people around him this, and they ain't listening because they ain't been taught this, and they not listening to this man. I guarantee you, he's successful because of the mindset. It ain't yo. I'm telling you, even the Bible tell you be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Whatever your mind wants to do, you start thinking like it, and you start trying to emulate, and then you start creating. Right. So what he's saying is true.
That you scared to lose it. How you blow it on stuff you don't get a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of apple.
Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. If you'd have bought Apple last year, the year before last, the year before that, you know you'd be up money right now. And he telling the truth, but you would rather go to casino and throw the money on the table, right? You rather go to the movies every weekend. Nobody say you can't go to the movies. Nobody told me I can't buy these Jordans. But I ain't gonna go all the goddamn time. I don't gotta buy these taxis that I wanted bad as hell because they classic OGs pissing me off. Number 12 taxis, they probably sold out already, but I skipped like fuck that. I need those Bugs Bunnies. Right? I need those Bugs Bunny 8. So I'm about to skip on these, even though I could buy both pair, 3 pair, because I need those gammas too. Right? I just gotta think to myself, am I gonna blow all this money or would I rather skip out on a pair of Jordans and buy a piece of ownership in Apple? And then 3 years later it's worth more money consistently. So now instead of buying Jordans every week, I could buy Jordans once a month instead of 4 times a month. Buy it once a month and use the other money to buy Apple stock. Hello. Use the other money to buy Microsoft because he's telling the truth. How do you buy a piece of ownership in Apple? You buy the stock. That's how you buy a piece of ownership in the corporation Apple. You go to the fucking market and you buy a share. Now you just bought some of Apple. You a part owner. Even though how minute it is, you a part of that shit. If Apple get crushed, you gonna go down, you gonna tank. But as long as people buying these iPhones, as long as these people buying these damn iPhones and they got the cloud up here, what do you think? That's a safe investment. And you scared to do that. That's a part of the Magnificent Seven. It's a safe investment. Right? I'm a little more risky because I want a lot more reward. Because I'm pissed. I should have been buying Apple. You understand? I should have been buying that shit. I'd have been rich already just buying Apple, even though it's safe because of the economy, the way the economy works. You understand? But I ain't been buying Apple. So now I need to take a little bit more risk. But I need to be responsible with my risk and do this research. And I'm gonna walk you through this, how I be doing this, how I be paying attention to this stuff, and I be making money by listening and paying attention because my mindset is like this, right? So instead of me wanting to buy all these Jordans, I need to buy a piece of chain link. We're gonna talk about chain link today. We're gonna talk about chain link today. We're gonna put chain link on the map for the hood. The hood need to know about chain link. I got you. Whoever listening to me, man, I got you. The hood need to know about chain link, man. And we need to think about chain link as being something like one of the Magnificent Seven before a whole new industry called crypto. Better pay attention. In the financial markets. Now, all this meme coin bullshit. Nah, we trying to position ourselves in stuff like Apple and Amazon, right? That's how I'm looking for the new wave. And God bless me to be alive to take advantage of what I'm paying attention to. It's called cryptocurrency. It's the right cryptos, though. You don't want to just be betting, buying all this dumb shit, man. Focus. We trying to build generational wealth. We ain't trying to get rich overnight. Normally, that shit too good to be true.
Dump on the dumbness, and then at that, you scared to lose it. How you blow it on stuff you don't get your a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of Apple.
Think about that, though. Think about that though. You don't got no, I don't got no problems buying these damn sneakers for $200 when I could just go buy an Apple stock instead. But I'm scared because I'm gonna say, what if it go down? Guess what? Let me tell you something. If it does go down, guess what? You still got money right there. Say you put $200 in Apple and it dropped, and now it's worth 150. When you bought those sneakers and you put them on your feet, guess what they worth? Zero. You understand? When you put that money on that blackjack table and you put $100 on black and that shit hit red, guess what it's worth? Zero. At least you can still have 150 in the apple. You might have lost a little bit. But again, guess what we betting on? We betting on you keep buying them damn iPhones. iPhone 18, let's go. iPhone 20,000, let's go. Let's keep buying iPhones. Then you got to think about it. When you got an iPhone, who makes the chips? There you go. Shout out to NVIDIA. They make the chips for a lot of these different people. I don't know if Apple is an actual customer now. I don't want to be saying that, but think about who's the chip maker, the biggest one. I know one thing. The fucking NVIDIA make chips for Tesla. I know that. I know that shit. NVIDIA make chips for video games, all that shit. So why are you scared to buy that? But you don't got no problems throwing money in the club. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do with my money. That's why your ass broke. That's why your ass broke. Because if you would have skipped out here and there on one of them club nights, one of them casino nights, and you'd have took that money and put it in Apple, I bet you'd be worth more. And I bet you'd be like, yo, I should have put more, and then that's it. Once the light bulb go off in your head, it's over with. I'm telling you. You gotta think though. It gotta start somewhere, and it start in your brain cells.
Stuff you don't get a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of Apple, buy a piece of ownership in Apple, buy a piece of ownership in the liquor store on the corner, buy a piece of ownership on the gas station, the Burger King you go to, something. Buy a house, an investment house, not to live there, to rent it out,
right?
Not to live there. We talking about an investment house. Y'all scared to do that. Y'all go put it in the bank account, and guess what? They use the money to go invest it. It's not getting.
You see, he's smart. Yo, you know something? Let me tell y'all something. When I went to the bank, right, the other day, the people in the bank, I said something to the people that work there about fractional reserve banking, and they told me they don't know what that is. They work like that's what stresses me out. This is wild how that I'm talking about nobody in the bank knew what I was talking about, and I was just like flabbergasted. Like, what? You guys work here? You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? What is fractional reserve banking? But you want to get paid though. You work here to get money. You want to get paid. You want money, but you don't want to know how money works. You don't want to understand English. Go look at what's fractional reserve banking, and then you understand why debt is so powerful. But you got to use debt in the right way to obtain ownership and assets, right? Okay, but the bank take your money and they be investing it. How the hell you think they give you interest on your money? Because they hopefully, if you deposit $1 million, they don't think you're gonna take it out in 2 weeks. So while they only entitled by law to hold like 10% of the money all the deposits they get. You understand? So with the rest of that money, they be buying bonds and shit and fucking treasury notes and all type of dumb shit the bank do. That's how they make money. They depend on your deposit, bruh. You deposit $1,000, they got the right to fucking loan somebody else money because you put money in there. Now, what they call a bank run is when everybody in the world go to the bank at the same time. The bank, that's how the banks be getting smoked, because the banks be having your money in other places. And then when everybody hit the bank at the same time, they ain't got the money to pay. Until these investments, they got to get this money out. You understand how it go? It's called fractional reserve banking. Go look that shit up. But you trust the bank with your money, though. Why the bank trust the market and you don't? What's up with that? Shit irritate me when I think about it, right? That's what the bank do. You put your $10,000 you made sitting in a bank. The bank like, yeah, all right, good job, customer. Let me go spend this 10,000 over here. Or no, we don't gotta spend 10,000. We're gonna spend 8,000 over here and hold a fraction of this money. It's called fractional reserve banking. Go look it up. That's what the bank like to do. That's how they get money. And then they get interest and they got credit cards and all type of shit, overdraft fees. That's how they make money. That's the initial premise of the design of the bank, man. Go look up money. Don't just look up trying to get it. Look up how money is made and shit, how money works. And then go chase ownership. And you figure out ownership is the key to money. You gotta own some shit out here. So let's talk about this ownership now.
Talking about an investment house. Y'all scared to do that. Y'all go put it in the bank account. And guess what? They use the money to go invest it. It's not getting money. Y'all get money, man. Start
sure do.
using it differently.
Bingo.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Start using the money differently. That's it. All right, let's get that out of here. That was one of my videos. I got that from Instagram. Shout out to that brother for the mindset. All right, now that we see that, watch this. Now, when bids come over here, and I'm talking about this, right? Because my mind is fixated on ownership. This is a market that I can own a piece of, right? If I buy a piece of Bitcoin, that means I have ownership in this asset. If I buy Ethereum, Tether, XRP, BNB, Tether is a stable coin. It's pegged to $1. Let me make sure this on the big screen so you guys can see it. I'm talking this crypto for the HUD right here. So what up, Paul Thomas? That's why they can't give you all your money if you ask to pull it out. JJ, you're right. Right. See y'all in here, Derry Hardaway. Appreciate y'all pulling up. So let's get this over with. Let's talk about this. Now, when we come to this market, we looking at if I buy Ethereum, a piece of it, because you don't have to have $3,000 to buy Ethereum, right? This is called a safe investment in the crypto world. But if no crypto is safe. These cryptos will drop 80, 90% on you, right? Some of them. You got the safer ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Those are the safer ones. These are the low risk cryptos. Why you see where they at? Ranked number 1 in the world, number 4 in the world by market cap. They use this thing over here called market cap, and that's how they judge them. Like that's what it is. The number is by market cap. All right, you got Solana right here. Look, down 15% in 7 days, right? So we want this type of action in the market. I'm gonna show you why I want to see this, right? This fear and greed index was down here a little while ago at 21, and I bought some stuff. I'm not scared of this market. I want to own this emerging industry, right? This is how you do it. You buy these cryptos, but you don't want to just buy anything because your neighbor says so. Like some shit coin. That's what gives the crypto industry a bad name. You know, like this is if you want to go to a meme token, this would be a good one to buy because it's widely recognized as the number 1 meme token, and also Shiba Inu. And some of these newer meme tokens, they take a nice run, but that's if you know what the hell you're doing. For most people that don't know what they're doing, look at this one right here, Chainlink. This is what we're going to talk about today. I believe this is a massive opportunity, and I'm gonna show you why I think so. Right? I'm gonna show you why I think so. Stellar is a good one. I was buying that at 10 cents. I made a lot of money on Stellar. I use this money to try to make money in these other projects. So the more Chainlink shares I could buy, the more I have ownership in this fucking project. You understand? That's how you buy ownership. So instead of me buying Jordans, maybe I should buy $200 some worth of Chainlink. But my brain won't let me do that though, because I can't think past tomorrow. And I'm so worried about this going down. I ain't worried about it when I put those shoes on my feet though, and I'm walking in puddles and shit. Right? I ain't worried about it going down, but that's what it's doing. It went down instantly. At least there's still some money in here, right? This is what I want to take advantage. I want to see this bloody red right here, right? Because when the market is green, that's when normal people like to buy. I like to sell when I see it green like that. But if I get that far. Now, let's talk about Chainlink a little bit. And first of all, I want to talk about this crypto market. Let me show you this, in case you ain't see this. Here's that right here. This one I want to see. Can you guys see this? I think you can see it.
Then they say, he's going to have to Comey. These people are the worst.
Let's watch
and they
this.
say, he's
What
going
up,
to have
Black
to
Queen?
Comey. They indicted me. They impeached me. They did everything. It's unbelievable. Who the hell else could have taken that? Do you guys know anybody else that could have taken it? I don't think so. A lot of people say, you're the only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many.
Like, this ain't what I'm going to
We're
listen
making
to.
the United States the Bitcoin
There we go.
superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed
What?
United States
What?
the Bitcoin
All
superpower.
right. Now, guys, listen to me very carefully. This is said a couple days ago. This ain't no old recorder. He been saying this, right? This came out of his mouth a couple days ago. He was at a business event in Miami a couple days ago. Okay. Now he's talking this. Listen to them. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Who's this guy on my screen? Is this a guy of any of importance? But you know what? We need to wake up a little bit, because this is what we ain't looking at. You see where it say America Business Forum in Miami, right? Look, who's there? Donald Trump. Told you he's the president to a lot of people, but to me, he is what you call a businessman. I handle my business, man, right? So me thinking with the mind of not, I'm trying to buy ownership in a corner store, in a gas station. You understand? That's the mindset I have. I'm following what they call breadcrumbs, and I'm listening to what they're saying at the America Business Forum, right? This is more important to me than somebody's trial, because I can make money listening to this. How is it I can catch this, or I can see he said this, and a lot of people are not paying attention to this? Now, as we looking at the market tanking like a motherfucker, this is what Donald Trump's saying 2 days ago. Let me see. Make sure what day this was. This was 2 days ago. Right here. 2 days ago. Let me hit the like button for him. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully y'all don't flag me. I don't give a damn. I like to get this information out. It should be all about the info, right? Shout out to this channel. Look, 2 days ago, as Trump talking like this, right? Guess what? This is y'all president. This is a businessman to me. I know him as a billionaire. Worry about no president. He ain't have to be the president. He was already rich as fuck. So y'all can talk whatever y'all want to talk about him. Listen to him though.
I think it's unbelievable. Who the hell else could have taken that? Do you guys know anybody else that could have taken it? I don't think so. A lot of people say, you're the only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many. We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed.
Okay. We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower. Damn. Really, Trump? The crypto capital. Damn. So not only Bitcoin, it's going to be an industry. Huh, Trump? So you think Biz crazy? You think that I'm going to be scared because everybody's crying and panicking right now, right? Nah. I'm going to take advantage of what they call opportunity. Didn't I tell you a long time ago, I don't care what the crisis is? The food stamps? Oh, well, let me get that. Let me get some ownership. And what projects am I looking into? I'm trying to tell you. Now watch this. Listen to him again. This is 2 days ago while the market is crashing, right? And everybody's crying.
Only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many. We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed leader in artificial intelligence. We're leading China by a lot.
Yo, y'all listening? Because I want to buy a piece of ownership in the grocery store and the gas station, right, like my man said, like OG homeboy said with the do rag, right? So I'm listening to this as everybody crying and talking about crypto and just wondering or scared to death. You scared, he said, to buy a piece of ownership in the Burger King or something, right? What does he say? Talk to him, Trump. Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America. Talk to him, sir. The businessman.
United States, the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed leader in artificial intelligence. We're leading China.
Okay, artificial intelligence. Crypto, artificial intelligence. That sounds like digital age we coming up on here. Digital age, right? Everything is going to be digital. I seen places talk about digital ID. What's that telling you? Y'all scared to buy a piece of ownership in Apple. Yo, we're gonna be stuck with these devices in our hands. Apple is a great investment. It goes right with this digital age, right? You got all these devices they're coming up with. You're gonna keep buying them, bro. And they got something called market dominance. The name. They're dominating the market. It's a safe investment. I don't care what nobody says. This is not financial advice, bro. But if you scared as death, think about it. Apple, the biggest company in the world, man. Google, I believe Google is the best. But because Google got way more avenues that they make money. Google got so much money, they be wasting money and shit on little secret investments and shit.
We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world, and the undisputed leader in artificial intelligence. We're leading China by a lot. And don't forget, if we don't do the crypto properly, China wants to do it. They're starting it, but they want to do it.
Yo, this is my boy. I don't care what nobody say. Trump, my boy. Fuck that shit. Y'all can hate on this man all y'all want. You hear what he talking about? He trying to make America the best. And our biggest opposition is China. You talking about? I'm rocking with USA because this is where I live at. So he ain't scared to say it. That's why he putting these tariffs on them and all type of shit. Trump don't like that shit. He trying to get down or lay down, bruh. Go ahead, Trump. He said we need to do this crypto because China gonna do it, man. So he's motivated to do this. I'm listening, Trump. I'm trying to get rich, Trump. I'm listening. I'm ready to buy a piece of ownership in this industry. Where should I look, Trump? Tell me where I should look.
Since we're leading China by a lot. And don't forget, if we don't do the crypto properly, China wants to do it. They're starting it, but they want to do it. Other countries want to do it. If we don't do it, it's a big industry. We're honored to.
Well, it's a big industry, huh, Trump? So you recognize that crypto is the shit, don't you, Trump? It's the new shit, ain't it? Ain't it, Trump? All these people scared. Scared money don't make no money, man.
If we don't do the crypto properly, China wants to do it. They're starting it, but they want to do it. Other countries want to do it. If we don't do it, it's a big industry. We're honored to be joined today by a man who has been a true champion for many.
All right, he didn't stop talking about it, but just that little excerpt right there, why the market is tanking. I very thought that brings some perspective to what I'm about to talk about here in a second. Now, Trump, when you talk about this digital stuff, right? Who you talking about? Let me see. I got you right here. Now, guys, you need to look at this. Guys, you need to look at this. Let me put this on the big screen. Appreciate all the people in here. What up, Paul Thomas? Silent Blicky. JJ, I see y'all in here. Now listen to this. Who's that at the table? Donald Trump. You guys understand that this was about 7 or 8 months ago. when this happened, right? And this is when they were doing all the crypto legislation and they were doing all the talking and signing and stuff. It was a guy in particular that was there that was the only one really talking from the crypto industry. Okay. He's right here.
Express my deep gratitude for the seriousness with which you're approaching our industry and how you're actually helping.
Who is this guy? And he talking to Trump. And they in the Trump building. They're in the White House, right? They're chilling in the United States building in the White House. He the mouthpiece for our industry. Talking about crypto, all right? Let's run it back a little bit.
I just want to express my deep gratitude for the seriousness with which you're approaching our industry and how you're actually helping guide it in the right direction. I've worked with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was wondering why I, as an American citizen, can't help the United States financial system reach.
American citizen, huh? You want to know why he is an American citizen, huh? So he American. Trump said he want to make America the crypto capital of the world. Are you paying attention? I am. I'm trying to get money because I'm trying to buy ownership, right? So let's listen. Who is this guy? Anybody know? Spoiler alert, I know who this guy is already.
Helping guide it in the right direction. I've worked with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was wondering why I, as an American citizen, can't help the United States financial system reach this higher level that the
United States financial system. Oh my God. You know what the United States financial system is? The dollar is what, guys? Anybody know what the dollar is? It's the dominant currency in the world. What he talking about? United States dollar. The financial system of the United States. You know what that is? The financial system of the world. Understand that, man. USA run shit. You hear me? USA. So he talking about the United States financial system. Who is this guy up here talking about the United States financial system? I know this ain't me cussing, but you better listen.
I've worked with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was wondering why I, as an American citizen, can't.
He worked with many central banks in other countries. Does anybody know what a central bank is? This is a bank that the government deals with. Okay, central bank. We got central banks over here, Federal Reserve.
Our industry and how you're actually helping guide it in the right direction. I work with many central banks in other countries, and when I was working there, I was wondering why I, as an American citizen, can't help the United States financial system reach this higher level that the world is on course towards generally. Right. And so I'm very grateful that finally there's been a new level of kind of common sense and adoption of these ideas. Me and the other people in this room do believe that the crypto, blockchain, Web3 infrastructure is the next iteration of the financial system. And I think that the U.S. should have.
Yo, is y'all listening? Yo, let me get you to understand what's going on here. Trump is on these stages as of 2 days ago talking about he wanted crypto to run the world, right? This man is in here in the room with him. He's representing the crypto industry. He's talking about America's financial system being brought into cryptocurrency like stable coins. They already passed legislation. So who cares about the fucking government shutdown? You don't hear me though. That's the only way we're gonna get these opportunities is negative stuff. We gotta have negative stuff. And what are you gonna do? I'm gonna stop buying these damn Jordans so much and buy some ownership. Now, where do I want to buy my ownership, right? Where do I have a good chance of making my money in this crypto industry that they talking about? Not all these meme tokens, that's risky assets. That's a casino, right? That's the casino. I understand the casino and I put money in the casino accordingly, right? If I want to be a part of meme tokens and all that bullshit, then I put my risk tolerance. If I want to risk a little bit of money, that's on me. But I know that it's a damn meme token. Who is this guy in this room talking to the president of the United States? And every time I see the president talk about crypto, I see this guy right here. This guy, man. Who is this guy?
Me and the other people in this room do believe that the crypto, blockchain, Web3 infrastructure is the next iteration of the financial system. And I think that the U.S. should have its leadership position continue in that new financial system. I'm very, very happy to see people like David Sachs, Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick taking this very seriously with their time, and very grateful to them too. So I'm just overjoyed to see this, and I think it is a big part of how the U.S. can continue its role in the global financial system. So thank you.
Financial system, you done said that multiple times. Oh my God, so there's gonna be a new financial system. Who are you, guy?
Big part of how the U.S. can continue its role in the global financial system. So thank you.
So you one of the people that talked to Trump about crypto, and you was pretty much the only one talking at this event, because I watched this event live. All right, I went over this event. You're one of the ones at the table. I was looking at other people in the room and the other CEOs, like the CEO of crypto.com. Now is the time where you might want to look into Crowcoin, because there's not so much hype. It don't went all the way back down. You hear me talking? Crowcoin would be a good investment, because he was in the room with these people as well. Who is this guy right here doing all this talking though? That's the only one on the mic. You heard? He got the mic. Who is this guy with the mic that's telling Donald Trump what he think about the financial system of America?
Of kind of common sense and adoption of these ideas. Me and the other people in this room do believe that the crypto, blockchain, Web3 infrastructure is the next iteration of the financial system.
Infrastructure, like the internet. Who owns the internet? So he talking about infrastructure of the financial system situation in America, right? See what this dude talking about, infrastructure. Really?
And I think that the U.S. should have its leadership position continue in that new financial system. And I'm very, very happy to see people like David Sachs, Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick taking this very seriously with their time, and very grateful to them too. So I'm just overjoyed to see this, and I think it is a big part of how the U.S. can continue its role in the global financial system. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, that's not the guy. He got released from prison. And I'm gonna show you who that guy is. As a matter of fact, let's go show you who he is. This guy right here. This him right here. That's something else right here. You see this? This guy right here. Who is this guy? This is the CEO of a company, of a crypto project called Chainlink. Is what we about to talk about today. Chainlink. That's the CEO right there. Look at him. That's a whole different place where he chilling with Trump. You just heard Trump talking about the crypto industry, and they talking about the financial markets. You heard BlackRock. I brought that to you with Ondo and the tokenization of assets, real world assets, stocks and bonds and such. That's what Ondo doing, right? Now here we go with this Chainlink guy talking about the infrastructure of the United States. When they talk about crypto, he in the room, right? Shaking hands with the president. What he's the CEO of Chainlink. Okay, what the hell is this Chainlink thing, man? Right? Because I'm trying to buy a piece of ownership in a liquor store or a gas station. Shout out to that video that I played earlier, right? So what up, Chainlink dude? Who is this? Let this dude do all the talking, right? What's this Chainlink situation you talking about? Okay, let's look at this crypto market, right? So we're gonna look at the crypto market. Go back to this right here. So that's Chainlink, right? Chainlink is right here, number 12. So wow, that's a pretty big crypto. Number 12 in the world, right? Okay, let's go look at Chainlink. See what Chainlink got to offer. You guys can see this, right? $15. Now remember, I told you everything is relevant. Look at this. This is the all-time chart right here. So we got started over here at 29 cents, and it went through. You see major run-ups in this project. This is before he's in the room talking to Trump and all that. So they got some type of momentum going on. It looks like it's what? In an uptrend. The entire time it's been around. The lowest I seen it got to was down here after this major spike and sell-off event, which was years ago. We get down to $6-7. All right, $6-7. So I can see that's pretty much the floor right here, just by looking at this all-time chart, right? And I'm looking at $15 price. So I'm thinking about the downside. My downside risk, if it goes to $5, that's a $10 loss. That's a major loss in my portfolio. What I'm willing to risk that when I'm watching this guy sit in his room with this man and they steady talking about infrastructure of the financial system of the world today, as we can see now, we looking at it. Let's look at the past 1 year. Still in the uptrend. We got these ups and downs in the uptrend, right? Still in a minor uptrend, but it's going up. The only reason it come down here is because of what's going on in this damn what's your name? Government bull jive and all these terrorists and all this bullshit. So to me, this looks like a good entry point, right? And I have a risk. In the last 1 year, it went down to $11, right? So I can see just by the lows of the year, right? I'm looking at $11 floor or bottom, $15. So hopefully in the future it don't go that low, right? And if it do, it'll just be another opportunity for me to add more, right? Because this is my downside risk. What is the upside risk? Right? I like to look at the downside risk. What is the upside risk? I don't know. We could look a year ago. I mean, less than a year ago, it was up here at $30. Wow, $30. Damn. Yes, sir. The other day it was up here at $26. That's a $10 upside. You know, it went as high as $17, right? Here in this little down period, it went up to $17. So I'm looking at this as a potential for me to put money into this project. Now, why would I want to put my money in here before I do some more research, right? I'm looking, okay, this is not a bad crypto. It gets its ups and its downs, but it's pretty much the floor of this thing is going to be, let's say, $10, give or take a couple dollars in my brain as I'm looking at Chainlink. That's my downside. My upside is $30, right? Or is it really? The upside of this thing is major. This could be $100, right? This could be in the future $100. Why would it be that? Let's see. We're gonna see why it would be that in a few seconds. I just got to get to what I'm getting. All right, it's a 1 billion total supply. Okay, the max supply of this is 1 billion. Let's look over here to the left. I'm on the left now. Follow my mouse. Can I zoom this in? Yes. Okay. This is how we understand Chainlink. It's a $10 billion company, right? The market cap of Chainlink is 10 billion. If you had $10 billion, you could buy all the circulated supply right now, right? And you're sending shit to astronomical levels. This shit will go to $1 million. Shoot up, but whatever. But you see the market cap of this is the value of the whole company, right? Now, when I'm looking at this, I'm saying to myself, could this reach $100 billion? Now, let's just put this perspective. Okay, Apple is like a 3 or 4. I don't know the exact number. I ain't look at Apple in a while, so I don't want to lie, but it's in the trillions. That's the market cap of Apple. Like 3 trillion. I can say that with confidence. It's probably more than that. $3 trillion market cap. That's Apple. Okay. This is Chainlink. This is $10 billion. Could this market cap go to 100 billion? In my opinion, yes. It could eventually grow to that high of a market cap of 100 billion, which would do what? That'll be a 10x on this market cap, which would 10x this price. Make it $150 one day. Not today, but one day in the future. I think it could get to $100 billion market cap. I think it could go higher than that once the world actually globally adopts this technology. But why would the world globally adopt something like Chainlink? All right. So now when you see the supply is 1 billion tokens, right? The circulating supply is 700 million. So it's 300 billion tokens somewhere that's not in the supply, right? What are those tokens and why are they there? I mean, why are they not in the circulating supply? Sometimes they have periods where they put more tokens in circulation. So the maximum supply is going to ever be is 1 billion. Right now it's 700 million in circulating supply, or 696 million circulating supply. You know how to count. You can round up. That's about 700 million tokens circulating. Each one of them is worth $15.22 as of today. because I just bought some the other day cheaper than that. And I bought some 15 something too. I've been buying like a motherfucker because I'm gonna tell you why. This is my, I mean, it's not financial advice, but this is just my opinions and thoughts of why I'm looking at chain links the way I am. Now we seen this dude in the all right, let's see. In the past, move this out of the way. Let me see the past month. I want to see. Yeah. Let's go look at the monthly chart. Now, see this? Why it looks so desperation in a month, but then when you looked at the all-time chart and the yearly chart, it didn't look that bad, right? This looked crazy, right? This is opportunity, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'm gonna tell you why and all that, right? 1 week chart, it looks horrible, right? I've been buying. I bought some here. I've been buying all throughout this, all different prices. Just been buying like a motherfucker. Buying, right? I hope it keep going down so I could buy more. Now let's see why. All right. Let me I showed you this dude talking to Trump. Let me get that out of here. Trump right here. Showed you that. Okay, so all I got left is this one. This is the main one that I want to talk about. Shout out to this dude and his platform. Y'all go subscribe to this dude when I get this up. But I came here to this dude's channel so I could see this interview. That was a couple days ago. Maybe not even a couple days.Maybe like 2 days for real. Same time as this. You guys go sub up to this channel, Altcoin Daily, right? Got 1 million subscribers, right? What comes on this channel is decent projects. They're not saying buy every fucking thing they say, but they talk about certain things, and you could go look at this channel, right? He got 1.6 million subscribers, right? Go look at Altcoin Daily. Subscribe to his channel. Yo, Mr. Altcoin Daily, let me just get the info out because you did a good job with this interview. I appreciate this interview right here, brother. So, and I hit the like button on it. Y'all go subscribe to this channel. I came here for this interview that he did a good job on. All right, so we got this dude on the screen. This is the interviewer. This is his channel, right? SmartCon. This is happening in New York a few days ago, like 2 days ago or some shit. Let's read.
Support me, and let's start. I want to start, obviously, New York is a buzz right now with tokenization, RWA's blockchain, but you were just in DC talking about.
So he's talking about, right? He's talking about everybody's in a buzz right now. Real world tokenization, real world assets, RWA. When they use that term, that just means real world asset. Okay, don't let them think you scare you with that shit. Just RWA and all that. But he is doing an interview of the guy that you keep seeing around Donald Trump, talking to Trump all the time, the CEO of Chainlink, right?
Democrats and Republicans. What were some of the takeaways from that?
So I think the thing that people in DC are starting to realize is that our industry is about much more than cryptocurrencies.
There you go again. Now he interviewing this dude. This is Chainlink boy. His name's Serge.
The thing that people in DC are starting to realize is that our industry is about much more than cryptocurrencies. And this is the idea we've been trying to explain.
Right there, that's his name. You see it right there, Sergi. I can't pronounce this man's name. He said he American citizen. He got the Chainlink pin on. He been talking about Chainlink, and he been in there with them rooms with Donald Trump and all of that, right? They talking about changing America's financial system. And notice where I'm going here. The other company I was talking about was Ondo Finance, okay? I see you right there. It said you've been buying like a mug. HBAR. HBAR is a good project. I heard somebody ask me about HBAR. We can talk about HBAR too. XRP, XLM, Ondo 88. So all of them right there. I think you're doing good. All of them right there. All of them. Every one of them you said right there is good money. This is all based on what, guys? The United States financial system, the digital economy. What better that Biz want to put his money in than the infrastructure of the entire financial system in the United States. That's me putting my money where the money is. Gonna make money is the money. I own a piece of that money. You get it? The financial system of America. I want to put my money behind that shit. So I'm like, yeah, these are good investment opportunities, in my opinion. And now we're talking to this guy. He's going to do a little bit. This is a couple of days ago. He's going to do a little bit more explaining on some of the things that Chainlink does. Okay. And why somebody should be paying attention to Chainlink.
For a while now, for most of this year, ever since this new administration came in, and it became very clear that the U.S.'s stance on cryptocurrencies and digital assets.
Heck yeah, Chainlink is a coin. Chainlink is right here. Chainlink right here. Ticker symbol LINK. You could just go look it up, do some research. And we about to do a little bit of research today, right now, as we speak.
Will be, I would say, maybe the key determining factor for the speed at which our industry grows. Maybe the key determining cryptocurrencies and digital assets will be, I would say, maybe the key determining factor for the speed at which our industry grows.
Now, let me get this through y'all head right quick. When he's talking about cryptocurrencies and digital assets, he's not talking about a lot of these weird ass meme tokens, not the shit coin and the fart coin and the dog coin and all that. He talking about certain projects that's going to be infrastructurally sound to the financial system. This is what he talking about. This ain't no shit coins that he talking about. So he the boss of Chainlink. That alone right there, just because I see him chilling with Donald Trump and all that, he the boss of Chainlink, I'm gonna let him do all the thinking, right? And I'm gonna invest my money into his project. That's basically what's going on here. I'm looking at, but these are the reasons why.
And we've been trying to explain to folks for a while that cryptocurrencies are a good initial use case of this technology, but the financial system getting rebuilt in a better, more reliable, more secure, more transparent way is really going to be the big long-term value. And then
you hear him? He talking about the financial system. Now, guys, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I'm like, yo, if this really happens, man, I'm gonna be richer than a motherfucker. Well, I need to position myself to accumulate some wealth if that happens, right? It ain't happened yet. It's happening though.
Is really going to be the big long-term value. And the interesting thing is, I think that both the Democrats and the Republicans are starting to understand that. And so this market structure bill, I feel, is not just about cryptocurrency anymore. It's about cryptocurrencies, DeFi, and also the early stages of digital assets and institutional tokenization. And that's really good for our industry, because once someone in DC understands the value of our industry is far beyond speculative coins, which they don't like.
See what he's talking about? Far beyond speculative coins. What he's saying is what I'm saying, is the meme tokens and all that bullshit that be coming in the crypto world, giving crypto a bad name. But it's far beyond that, because we have coins that are projects out here. I want to say coins, projects that's actually going to be fundamentally sound to this infrastructure that they're going to set up with the financial system. Y'all watching this? This is too good to be true almost. I'm looking at them in the White House talking to the president, and the president keeps saying this. He wants the United States to be the crypto capital of the world and the Bitcoin superpower of the world. What? So the breadcrumbs is leading here. This is an important guy in this whole process. Do you see him not speaking to the president, talking to him, speaking with the microphone in his face? So I'm trying to see what is Chainlink doing? Why should I put my money in Chainlink? Okay, I see you doing all that, but talk to me about Chainlink, sir.
On speculative coins, which they don't like. It takes on a new importance, right? because the question of do you care if the U.S. is the leader in speculative coins? You sometimes, yeah, maybe you do. Some of them do. Do you care if the U.S. is the leader of the global financial system? Everyone will say yes, right? So once people,
why they keep talking about this global financial system? See where my brain at? I'm on it.
People understand that our industry is going to enable the next stage or the next version of the global financial system, the U.S.'s role in that becomes very important, regardless of the party you're in. And so that's been very helpful that's finally happening. That understanding is finally starting to take root. And what I've seen personally is that once someone in DC understands that, all of the negative things about crypto that they've come to historically think about, like Bitcoin's used for money laundering, or cryptocurrencies are hyper speculative dumpster fires or whatever. All of that kind of falls away. So that,
you see what he's saying? He's saying in the meetings that he's been having, when he talked to the people in DC, that once they understand that it's certain cryptos or certain projects out there that really could impact the financial industry, they stop thinking about all those dumbass meme tokens and shit. All that stuff go out the window, is what he said. Let me try to speed this up a little bit so we can get through this, because it's certain points in here I just want to touch on. You got to get to it though. Let me speed this up a little bit. This is why Biz is looking at Chainlink. Then I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you what I've been doing too. Why I won't speed it up? Playback speed right there. I was going too fast. Boost this up a little bit. Maybe right here.
That's what I've started to see happen, which is really good for our industry, because then our industry's success in the United States is aligned with the United States goals, which is what you want.
From your conversations in DC, is the Clarity Act just a matter of how and when, and no longer a matter of if anymore?
I think there's still actually if. I think you're going to have midterms, and then midterms could reshuffle some things
So
in terms of who can vote for what.
I
think that everyone is trying to get this done before the midterms, because the midterms will be very distracting. And so that's why everyone is focused to get this done.
All right, so they talking about a bill that's gonna happen before midterm elections, which is probably be sometime next year. So he asked them, will this bill get passed before then? So listen to me now. He's been in there with Donald Trump and all that, right? So he said they focusing on trying to get this bill passed. Now, what happens, you think, if they get this bill passed? What you think gonna happen to the crypto market? It's gonna go up, right? So eventually they're gonna get this bill passed, right? We still got 3 years of Trump, right? So they're gonna get this bill passed one day that he's talking about, right? So okay, now everybody crying about these damn tariffs and all this welfare and all these government aids and all this stuff getting cut, and then making the market go. People think the world is gonna end. Well, I got news for you. I'm thinking about the world's financial industry in the next 5 years is what I'm thinking about, right? This is what Biz is thinking about, because I'm trying to buy a piece of ownership in the gas station in the corner.
Who can vote for what? I think that everyone is trying to get this done before the midterms, because the midterms will be very distracting. And
okay, so we got something to look forward to. We got some news event that's already brewing. Right, so it's something in the pot already going to make the market go up. This, what are you talking about now? Okay, I'm listening, sir. Go keep talking. This was a couple days ago. Okay, this ain't no far off interview right here. 2 days ago, we saw it. 2 days ago.
Because to get this done by the end of this year, at the beginning of next year at the latest. Because in the midterm,
so you're talking about they want to get it done by the end of this year, at the beginning of next year, at the latest. So that's a something that can make the market rally. Right? Make it go up, right? All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Who knows what's going to happen, right? I mean, you just had communist mayor elected in New York City. Like, it's, the Twilight Zone now, right? Like, God knows what's going to happen next. All
right, first of all, I like this dude right here. Right? His personality is cool. He's a very important dude. He's very, very, very well spoken. I would like my money rocking with this dude. I'm cool. I feel comfortable putting my money behind him. He's down to earth. He's saying we don't know what's gonna happen in this world, messed up. He's saying all the good stuff that I know that's true, right? So I could put my money behind him in this project or his company, right? I feel like he smart enough to make the right decisions based off my investment as just me as a regular person. So I'm cool with buying Chainlink.
Mayor elected in New York City, like it's the twilight zone now, right? Like God knows what's going to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen. It's who knows? The lizard people will come out. Who knows what's next? I have no clue. So no, I don't think it's a guaranteed outcome in this administration. I think there's always stuff that could make it harder. Like if you have another FTX-like failure, if you have something that makes cryptocurrencies seem less positive in their relationship with the U.S. consumer, those things could throw cold water on a lot of it. But right now, I think it's progressing well. And I think the White House, just like they were really involved in the stablecoin legislation, are very involved in this. And we actually have Patrick Witt from the White House coming to speak here with us.
So he said the White House is very involved in this. I mean, I kind of believe him. Don't you see him chilling with Donald Trump? And I just show that the White House very involved with this, right? So I know you ain't lying. I know that you telling the truth right there, sir. So I'm rocking with you, Chainlink, Mr. Chainlink.
And share his views on these topics, which is another, I think, for all of you, clear sign of the level of commitment and interest from DC in our industry's progress.
In this new era of crypto regulation, this new paradigm, how does Chainlink fit in?
I'm gonna let the commercial play.
Welcome to the ARK Venture Fund.
To date, to get
Notice how we got all these. Now, so just what we came to see. You heard him? Said, how does Chainlink fit in? Let's see how Chainlink is gonna fit into this process of him keep talking to Donald Trump and all that and all this and all that, right? Keep talking to Donald Trump. So let's see how Chainlink gonna fit in. Good question, sir.
So regulation, this new paradigm, how does Chainlink fit in?
So Chainlink is actually built to enable a world of automated compliance and kind of proactive automated regulation. What I mean by that is instead of codifying the regulatory rules or compliance requirements into legal documents and then telling banks and fintechs and startups, this is what you have to comply with, you can actually codify how the system has to work. So if you use a smart contract that does X, Y, and Z, then your transaction is compliant. Wonderful. Sounds good to me. Now the burden of compliance goes way down. Guess who's going to make and power the smart contracts that define and execute X, Y, and Z? Chainlink. This is what we meet with SEC about.
Okay. So Chainlink, they got to go through Chainlink.
Guess who's going to make and power the smart contracts that define and execute X, Y, and Z? Chainlink. This is what.
Oh, really? So Chainlink gonna make all these smart contracts that you need for regulation that you in there keep talking to Donald Trump about. So they ain't got no choice but to go through Chainlink, huh? Guess who's gonna do it? Is Chainlink. That's who do it. Oracle, ain't you?
That define and execute X, Y, and Z. Chainlink. This is what we meet with SEC about. This is what we released here. Well, we released it before, but this is what UBS announced using with us here at the conference, the Digital Transfer Agency Standard. So transfer agency is a great example. There aren't other open transfer agency contracts and standards that you can use right now to implement transfer agency for fund tokenization. And transfer agency is this category of regulated activity that has to happen on chain and has to happen against set conditions. And now it does. So actually, in reality, and by the way, transfer agency needs price data. It's not possible, well, not price, valuation data, NAV, net asset valuation data, which Chainlink is the largest Oracle system for delivering. So really what all this regulation will do, if it happens through on-chain contracts, is it'll skyrocket the demand for the contracts and the Oracle systems that power those contracts. You see?
Yo, listen to this man. And he talking about Donald. He was in there talking to Trump and cool. He saying thank you and all this shit. Listen.
Rocket the demand for the company. Which Chainlink is the largest Oracle system for delivering. So really,
Chainlink is the largest Oracle system that can deliver these smart contracts. and it needs to be regulated, right? This system needs to be regulated. So why you think he keep in the building talking to Trump? He trying to get them to regulate the system. And listen to what he say right here.
What all this regulation will do, if it happens through on-chain contracts, is it'll skyrocket the demand for the contract.
So once they regulate it, it'll skyrocket the demand for the contracts, which will do what? Make Chainlink more valuable, bro. It's just simple math, right? And he's sitting in there talking to it's going to be like the foundation of pipes, like Larry Fink said the other day.
Which Chainlink is the largest Oracle system for delivering. So really what all this regulation will do, if it happens through on-chain contracts, is it'll skyrocket the demand for the contracts and the Oracle systems that power those contracts, you see? Because it'll be impossible to transact without those contracts. You legally won't be able.
Listen to what he's saying. It would be impossible to transact without the contracts that Chainlink makes. Right? So I'm listening to this. I'm like, bruh. And then I see this dude all around Donald Trump. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Is it'll skyrocket the demand for the contracts and the Oracle systems that power those contracts, you see? Because it'll be impossible to transact without those contracts. You legally won't be able to transact without the transfer agency contract. You legally won't.
Yo, you legally won't be able to transact without the listen to what he's saying. Once they regulate this shit, so we need them to regulate it. So we already understand what the future holds for the United States financial system. We see the big part that Chainlink is going to play in that system with these smart contracts. And if it get regulated, it would be illegal for you to do it without using shit, these oracles. And Chainlink is the biggest one. Oh, okay. Now you got my attention, Mr. Oracle guy. And like I said, this dude is kind of cool, man. He do all this smart talking. I don't need to know all this talk he doing. I want to know how Chainlink gonna make me some money. You get paid to do all this talking and all this speaking. My money is in Chainlink. I'm putting some money behind it.
Those contracts. You legally won't be able to transact without the transfer agency contract. You legally won't be able to transact without the compliance contract. And the compliance contract needs an identity oracle. And the transfer agency contract needs a net asset valuation data oracle. And the other regulated contract needs, 2 more oracles. So really the more the complexity of the contract grows and has to deal with external data and systems, the more the amount of chains grows, the more the risk grows between making everything work across the chains and across all the different systems, the more you're going to need a system like Chainlink to simplify that risk down or eliminate that risk.
You see? Basically, what he's saying, the more that this catches on fire and grows, the more you're going to need Chainlink, which means the price can appreciate over time. I think this is one of the most dominant cryptocurrencies in the industry. It's being overlooked. We're going to get to that in a few seconds.
And the challenge, well, in addition to that, is actually going to be, how do I, as a developer, write code against all these contracts? So if I have to deal with a transfer agency contract and a compliance.
All right, now when he talk about all these contracts, we ain't focused on none of that. That's his job, right? I see he in the White House with Trump. I get the basis of what he talking about. We need regulations so they can regulate this. They at the core of all of the infrastructure, because you're gonna need these smart contracts. It will be illegal to do stuff without this shit. So I'm like, bro, this could be potentially some money if I get in where I fit in that. And then we're gonna talk about that in a few seconds. What up, Mr. In the Bushes? It say salute the biz and the money team. Greetings, getting that money. And the ones who's trying to keep doing what you do, bro. Yo, I'm gonna keep doing it. They ain't gonna get this by me or none of us. So we see this guy that's been talking to Trump. They've been getting positive news coming out of the White House about crypto. Trump is telling you he want to make cryptocurrency, make the United States the crypto capital of the world, he said. You heard him. The Bitcoin superpower, he said. Right? You can see all the digital shit around you. You know, in your own life, you barely use cash. You don't need cash anywhere you go. You can see the digital system is being implemented. Now the financial system, Lord have mercy. This is why I buy Ondo. This is why I've been buying Chainlink. I've been buying Chainlink. We're gonna get into that in a few seconds. I just want to listen to a little bit more of this.
AML KYC contract, and I have to get data in very specific ways, and I have to do reporting in certain ways. What is the system in which I write my code to do all of that? And that's the system that we released here, the Chainlink runtime environment.
All right, so I know his system is whatever they need. All this other talk that he doing, I don't care nothing about none of that. That's for him and his team to figure out. You understand me? I don't care nothing about none of that other shit. I know that this is gonna be foundational. All them smart contracts and all that, yeah, whatever. You do all that, Mr. Serge. Sergi, you take care of that. I need my money to grow, Sergi, and I trust you, Sergi. And I see what you're doing, Sergi. You over there rubbing hands with the president, and y'all talking about America's financial system. What? Yeah, what you talking about, Sergi, over there? Talking about they're gonna regulate something that'll be illegal without it? Oh yeah, Sergi, you talk all that good contract and all that stuff. I want to make money, Sergi. And I think that you know what the hell you doing. And that's all that matters to me, Mr. Sergi.
Which is the place where you can write a single piece of code, a workflow, and that single piece of code can manage your application and your smart contract across chains, but also across all of these regulated contracts. And it can define its relationship with those.
You see, when he talk like this, it mess you up. When he get to talking like this, I don't care nothing about that. That's why I'm talking about, man. This for the hood, boy. I don't care nothing about that. I understand what I just heard him say, and I see where I see him at. And I know who he with. And I know they talking about the financial system, all these smart contracts and all that stuff. Listen, man, I don't need to know none of that. Donald Trump keep talking about this crypto capital of the world. He just said it again a couple days ago in Miami. Right? The market is crashing. I understand that. I want to be a part of this revolution, right? That they're talking about, that they keep meeting about. And I'm like, yo, where can I get in where I fit in at? I'm looking at Sergi. What up, Sergi? Talk to me.
Across chains, but also across all of these
What up, Lonnie? I see Lonnie in the building. What up, Lonnie?
Regulated contracts. And it can define its relationship with those contracts. That's a useful thing, I think.
And Chainlink runtime environment, CRE, New York City has been a buzz. This was a new announcement at SmartCon this year. Let's go into that a little bit more. What impact will that have on crypto?
Adobe Acrobat
Right, so they
Studio
babbling
is all
about
new.
all
What
this
can
other
PDF
stuff.
spaces with
Yeah,
AI
let
do?
me
Do a
play.
space for a contract or a few. Find the difference.
So the impact that we hope it'll have is it'll reduce the time that it takes for a developer and the amount of developers needed to build institutional smart contracts. So we built a lot of institutional smart contracts. We just
Yo, when he's saying institutional smart contracts, guys, you know how much money these institutional players got? These institutions. This is what I'm saying, yo. This shit is crazy. This is what I'm like glad to be alive at this time. It's almost like you got a chance to buy the internet before the internet got so explosive like this. And again, Chainlink is not going to be used as a monetary system. He's talking about these smart contracts that they're going to need to validate everything, to make sure everything is legit. This is the brains, not this guy, but this project is going to be like one of the fucking brains behind the whole system. I can see that. And I'm like, okay, let's go, Mr. Sergi. Now, Sergi, what has Biz been doing since I've been listening to this? I watched this whole interview.
launched one with UBS into production for their tokenized fund. We announced our work with the Central Bank of Brazil and the Central Bank of Hong Kong and Inter, the largest bank in Brazil. We have a huge list of folks we've done smart contracts with. JP Morgan.
You hear him talking about these people they already did this with? So they got experience in the game. You hear? And now he's talking to Donald Trump about the United States financial system. He talked about JP Morgan. I'm listening to the people he talking about they already did they work with. The people that already trust him. I'm good. I put my money with
UBS into production for their tokenized fund. We announced our work with the Central Bank of Brazil and the Central Bank of Hong Kong and Inter, the largest bank in Brazil. We have a huge list of folks we've done smart contracts with. JP Morgan, ANZ Bank, UBS, a whole huge list. Everyone can look it up. The DTCC, we've done corporate action, Swift, whole bunch. And what we found is that when you make a smart
You did all that? Do I need to keep playing this shit? Like, so you already got these big dogs already know that your system works.
Contract in institutional context. You start to have 5, 10, 15, 20 pieces of code that you have to manage, that do different
See
things.
all this right
that
here?
have different languages that no one really.
This would throw the hood off right here. We don't need to know none of that, right? So I already got in my head that you gonna be in the mix. You already in the mix. You've been talking to Trump. So now that we got that, this is for the hood, right? We know this company right here gonna be at the bottom of this shit. They talk about crypto is having JavaScript moment, right? They talk about JavaScript, crypto will explode, then they start asking him his prediction and all this stuff. But we just got the main part about it. What is Chainlink's impact gonna be on this financial system revolution bullshit that Donald Trump and them keep talking about? Can I profit off of that? Let's go look. Now, where I'm at with it. We're gonna go over here. And then we're gonna get up out of here. And then you guys can take your time and go look at Chainlink. And you guys go subscribe to this channel right here, Altcoin Daily, man. He gonna give you good projects and stuff to look at. He's gonna tell you a little bit about the market and stuff. I'll be looking at his channel sometime. When I saw this interview, I had to look at it. Now let's look at what I got going on over here. Chainlink. I bought some Chainlink, right? Oh, I didn't share it. Let me share it. All right, this is something I got in my portfolio. Okay, guys, I got this. I bought some of this. I don't need to hear no more. Right? I don't need to know nothing else. This dude Sergi in the building. Right? See, I got the star on this motherfucker. I'm on it. Right? And I know this ain't no flim flam project. That's why this man in there talking to Trump. Period. This ain't no flim flam right here. They in there having multiple meetings, right? Multiple times he done spoken to Donald Trump. And then Donald Trump 2 days ago keep talking about this revolution in crypto, right? This ain't gonna be no currency, but this gonna be fundamentally at the bottom of all this. This could be a major cryptocurrency in the future. This right here, we looking at it. Especially if they start regulating in favor of Chainlink, it'll be insane the amount of profit you could potentially make from something like this in the future. Not right now. Don't be concerned about none of that shit. Ownership is the key to wealth, right? This is what I'm focused on right now. Ownership. Paul Thomas, man, what up? Great content, Biz. Keep talking about investing strategy. Right. That's exactly what this is. So this is nothing but a strategy that I use to make money. I don't care about none of that other shit, man. I got kids, I got family, and I got life. Right? I'm trying to make money. That's what I'm here for. And I see, okay, this dude is in position. Now, how can I profit? The reason why I say this, okay, let's look at 3 months ago. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Oh, I need to put this on the big screen. All right, this is a piece of my account right here. All right. 6 months ago. Let's look at this. See how it's been just going down, right? And you got 6 months ago. Yeah, let's do it like this. Now look, you see this part right here? I bought like 200 Chainlinks when it was loud in this area. Then it went up to like 20 something dollars, and I sold 100 of them. So I only had 100 Chainlink left, and this entire year had been going down. Back, if you look left, $15. My first buy in Chainlink was like $12. It was over here in this $12 area, and I was buying in this $12, $13 area. All of this shit last time, and then it ran up, and I sold half of it, which I like to do. I doubled my money because I went from 12 to 24. I think I sold it something like $23. Some shit like that. I sold 100 of them. And then it start dropping again, back to where it was just at over here. Why is all of this negative stuff happening? Because of the economy, outside factors in the world. It ain't changed nothing about Chainlink. So if you bought it at $25, $26, if I bought, let me say it like this. If I bought it at $26, I would be buying more now, right? I would be averaging, dollar cost averaging. But these type of prices make you think that you can't get no money in this. But I'm here to tell you that everything is relevant, right? If this doubles in price from 15 to 30, whatever you put in here, whether it be $100 or $500, it's going to double and go from $500 to $1,000. If you put $1 million in here at $15 and it goes to 30, it'll be worth $2 million. You know, everything is relevant, right? What is the potential for this shit to go up? In the past 6 months, we had it down here. What was this? Let's look at this date. June 20. Let's go a year back. I want to see when they elected Trump. Look, you see this is green over the year. From the bottom where it started over here, $14 November. This a year ago. Then they start talking this Trump got elected. Look, pay attention to this chart. Trump got elected right here. That bitch took off, right? Went all the way up to $30. So we seen it go to $30 before. Does everybody agree that? That we seen it go up here to $30 before? As a matter of fact, it went higher than that. This thing went in previous history, it has went up higher than that. This is, you see this spike right here? It went all the way up to like $50, 40-some dollars. Look, $46. This was before all of this Trump news and all this shit. So we know it definitely got the capability to go in that high, right? Now, if you look at the 1 year, this 1 year, Trump got elected, it made the crypto market go crazy. You see that? All that excitement. Biz come on here and say, I don't like the excitement. I ain't buying nothing. I ain't buying nothing. Then it start coming down. I bought some. I bought it right in this area, right? Then it ran up again. I sold because I double my money. I always teach that. When I double my money, I sell half of my shit to get my money back. Then it's now starting to come down again. Bruh, when I look to the left, right, and I see my risk tolerance, right in here, what is this? $11. What is this low? In the past year, $11, right? So I can say to myself, $11, $12. Look at this bottom. It's at $15. I told you I was previously buying this at $12. How much lower do I think this shit gonna go? All it takes is for one positive news announcement to send this bitch up, right? All it takes. And we know that they in the spotlight because they sitting there chilling with Trump. So this is the number 12 cryptocurrency in the world. So people are invested into this, right? This ain't no game. This ain't one of those meme tokens right here. This serves a purpose. And if they start, you heard what he said, if they pass that bill in favor of Chainlink or whatever, this shit probably go up to $50. I'm just saying, potentially. Or you're looking at a downside. Let's go look at the all-time chart to get you a actual real downside right here. $6, $7. What's the risk? Half your money. If you put $1,000 in there, you risking really 500 of it because you know it ain't going below $6, right? You're losing half your money. Then when you look at the trajectory of it over its entire life, it's actually going up. You got these. Look at the fish tank. Look at the fish tank. This is all water, right? Or if you look at this as water, from the bottom up, it's going up. Look at it. It's higher than where it was when it was over here. It's not one of the ones that just go down over time. This shit go up. We get the excitement come in the market, push it up and it tank. Push it up and it tank. So guess what? The next time the get excitement coming in and it push it up, guess what Biz gonna do? Sell it. Right? But I'm trying to buy it as close as I can to $6. I need to get down here to $6. But it ain't going down to $6 in my opinion. I think the bottom it could probably go is $12. So what does Biz do? What has Biz done? All right. What up, Will 23? Ballhead Wayne in the building, man. Say solid info, Biz. Appreciate that, bro. I'm telling you, sell. Yep. So if I see this thing start taking off again, $20, $30, I'm going to sell some of this shit, right? Because you got to buy and sell. You don't just hold forever. Right? We trying to get paid here. So, but I do have a strategy behind that. You buy some to sell, you buy some to keep. All right. So I know that this is going to be a long-term investment for me, right? I think this, especially if they start passing these laws and they regulate this shit, and you actually need chain link, like the guy we just heard him talking about, right? How if they pass the legislation and I see him chilling with Trump, I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to take that risk that it fail, right? Because I'm willing to bet that it don't fail. That's why I'm putting my money in here. So when you see this, right? If you look over here, I got 425 chain link. Now, where did I get this money from? When they paid me for that easement, I told you I wasn't playing no game. I came over here and start buying the shit out of this thing because I was looking at this chart and I'm looking at where they're positioned in the crypto world. I understand that this is going to be American crypto, right? And it's one of the ones that Donald Trump is talking to. And they over there shaking hands and elbows and shoulders and shit. Then I watched this interview, this man over here talking about if they pass a certain legislation or regulation on the market, it's going to make it impossible for you not to use this. I'm like, what? Let me get some of that. Now, in my brain, I'm saying, even if it go to $20, I just made money, right? So I got a strategy behind this. I'm trying to make money, okay? You think I'm going to keep 425 of these for the rest of my life? No. So the more I keep accumulating, the more my sell bag. Okay, look, let me tell you what I'm saying. All right. Remember, when I was over here the last time, I bought 100. It doubled my price. I mean, I bought 200. It doubled my price. I sold 100 of them. I don't give a damn if the market was going up or not. I doubled my money. It's the streets. This is the hood, right? So I doubled my money. I sold half. And then it happened to go back down again. Now it's back. The last time I bought this was so long ago, where I bought it at $12. Now I'm looking at it at $15. I say, yo, my average purchase price here was like $12.91, right? Because it came close down, it was like $14. I start buying it. And what's my intentions? Now that I got 425, what's half of this? That ain't good enough. I need to get 25 more so we could really break it in half, right? That's how my brain be thinking. But okay, let's say I sold for 225. I got 225 chain link for sale right now. You understand me? 200 of them I'm gonna keep forever. Now that you want to keep playing with me, now I dare you to go down to $6. Like I ain't just see you sitting over there with Trump. You got me fucked up. Go to $6 and watch how much I own then. I have 1,000 of them by then. Go down there and watch how much you see with this ownership, right? Because this is gonna bring me the money. I ain't worried about the money. I'm worried about this ownership. With this ownership is gonna bring me money. Because if this thing goes to $30, I just double my money instantly. I'm gonna sell 225 of them, get my money back, press a little bit of profit, and I'll have 200 of these in there if it keep going higher. I'll sell another 100. I ain't never gonna sell it all. I'll probably keep 100 forever, right? But I purposely buy more than I intend to keep because I can't wait to sell it. I can't wait to make my money. You get it? And then I double up like the hood. And then if it go back down again, I'm gonna buy more again. Like you see me doing right now, right? Right here, you can see my transactions, right? Remember that money I got? I ain't making this shit up. I put it all in here. Let me see, transaction. Will it show my deposits? I put like 5 bids in this hole. Not just in Chainlink, but in a bunch of different cryptos, right? It's Sui. I've been buying Sui, right? Put a $500 right here in Sui. I put some in the stake. Well, I took some out of stake. Only 2 though. That ain't that. These are welcome bonuses. This one, from my diamonds that I be getting, I be turning them in, and they give me 3 crow here, 3 crow. This is little cryptos they be giving me for the my bonus little stuff. Let me see what else they got on this damn chart. This is bullshit though. These little they do Easter. Okay, this look 1,000, 1,600. Just bought 100 link. What price was this? Will it show the price that I bought it at? Right there, $1,575. I put $1,600 in there because why? I just seen this shit at $20-something. It was just at $26. So I'm like, shit, let me go ahead and add double. And remember, I sold some of this. I sold 100 of them at $22, $23. I think almost $24. It was 23 something when I first sold them, and I just bought them back at a cheaper price than I sold them. I made money in that transaction, you know. But I got my 200. Boom, I put 100. And if you look, where's that chain link? Wait, let's keep going. Look. Chain link right here. I bought another $1,300. When was this? How much I paid for this? Open this shit. Maybe it is open. Right here, $15.82, right? Another $1,300 I put in here. Accumulated 84 of them, right? It went down to like 14 something. I bought some at 14 something too. Let me see. Because I'm steady buying, and I'm still gonna keep buying this shit. It got me fucked up. I see this dude. Who you think he is? You think he's slick? Right? 1580. 16, right? The lower it go, I'm gonna keep buying this shit. Right? What else we got over here? Sui, I've been buying Sui too. Ondo, I actually got my 10,000 Ondo that I said I want. Let's go look at my portfolio. This is Chainlink. This is my Chainlink. Like I said, 6 months. Look at this 6 months chart. Man, I'm going down here. The bottom is $12, $12. We at $15. Where's that now? $15.47. Right? Keep going. Keep going down. Please go to $10. Why? I still got $1,000 over here. You see that in my USD account? Right? That's this money I'm still waiting to put in here. Right? And then I got another $2,500 that I just sitting there. I already got it ready to transfer, but I ain't transferred it yet because I want to see if it do go down to $10. And I'm gonna be happy as fuck. But I don't think so, guys. I'm gonna tell you why. Right? They're gonna eventually figure out this government shit. All right, let's look. All right, this is my total, 40 grand. All right, look at what I did while this market is down. See that 10,000 Ondo? All right, you got 425 Chainlink. I still got the 2,500 XRP. Now I got 3,000 Ondo. I mean Sui. I got 3,000 of these now. You guys can see. Let me see. Yep, 3,000. See, I got 3,000. Oh, we gotta take this down so you can see it right there. I got 3,000 Sui tokens worth $6,000. Right? If it keeps going down, I'm going to continuously buy this shit. Right? But I'm not gonna put all my money in there at one time. That's not how we rocking over here. Right? I deployed $5,000 in here, and you can see of that money I got from my home. Right, from the easement from my property line, I'd put $5,000 in here already, and most of it was in Chainlink. Right, most of it went in Chainlink. The last time I bought Chainlink, it was $12. It went up to $20-something. So just think about it. If it goes to $25, right, and I sold 150 of them, see how I just made some money? And then the higher it goes, the more I sell. Just the same way it goes down, the more I buy. Right. So if we get to $20, I could sell 25. Let me just say I sold 25 because I know in my head that I want to keep at least 100 of these for the long term, for the 10-year plan, right? The 10-year plan or whatever everybody wants to say. But I'm still a human being. I'm not going to just wait that damn long for my money, right? I'm looking at, okay, they are popular. If this regulation goes the way it should go, which I think it should go. We got 3 years for Donald Trump to be in his damn White House to make some damn regulation calls and get some clarity and legalize this shit. And it's over with. This thing could go to $50. And I'm gonna make sure that I got 100 of them for that time. But until then, we make it at $30. I'm selling half of this. You're gonna watch me sell it on live stream. Once we double this, I'm out. I'm not out, but you know what I mean. I'm taking my money out, my money that I put in. That's why I put so much in up front. because I'm looking to sell it. I don't want to sell everything because of the future and the possibilities in the future, right? So I don't want to sell everything. But the lower this thing goes, we get down to $12, $11, I'm going to continuously buy, right? Anything under $15, I'm trying to buy. If you look at my what's my average cost? I think my average cost is $15 because I bought it up. Remember, I was buying at $12 and it just dropped and I started buying more. I added ownership. So my average cost, what's my average cost? $15.04. This is my average cost. So now I'm gonna end up getting this to 500 if we go below $15. I'm gonna keep starting buying, adding, because ownership is the key to wealth, yo. Because look, think about it. Every time this thing moves $1 up or $1 down, I make $425 as we spend, as we make or lose $425 as we stand, right? If I can get 500 of them, now every time it goes up or $1, I'll make 500 or lose 500. If I was able to accumulate 1,000 of them, every time this thing moves $1, it'll be $1,000 up, $1,000 down. So I'm looking at that. And this is why I'm looking at Chainlink, because of the connections, the way it's playing out in my face. It got me fucked up. And then all I'm looking here is a down since August, right? We was at $26 in August. It's November and we down at $15. How low do you think it's gonna go when he's sitting there talking to Donald Trump? I don't understand. Right? How low do you think it's gonna go? You think it's going to $8? It ain't been to $8. Look, this $8. You think it's going out here? With all this positive news, all this stuff that's in favor of the market, I don't give a damn what's pushing it down. This is all the tariff. All this tariff, listen, man, this is all tariff, government shutdown. This is since August. It was up here. August 23rd, it's at $25 for one chain link. Now you're getting it for $15. What's the deal? Everything kosher? Let me get my Jordan money and put it over here. Buy me 5 chain links. Fuck it. Let me buy 10. Let me accumulate these chain links. That's what I did. I got my house money and I dumped it in this motherfucker. I ain't playing. You see? And we see me right here at the starting price. Y'all can see $15, my average cost. And if it goes below $15, I don't care about this unrealized bullshit. I'm looking at what's going on in real life. If it go to $1, guess what? I'm gonna have 20,000 goddamn chain link. I'm buying this shit all the way down. Unless somebody comes out in the news and Donald Trump say, yo, everybody, chain link is a scam. I ain't rocking with this dude no more. I'm selling every fucking thing. But unless they say that, and they steady making progress on this crypto capital of the world shit that Donald Trump talking about, and I keep seeing this Sergey dude rocking with Trump and talking to him and all that shit, got me fucked up. How low do you think this is gonna go before these people that got more money than me and you see this opportunity? This shit is happening. You think they would rather pay $26, $25, or $15? So we know in the past month, 2-3 months, it's been as high as $26, $25. Man, stop it. So this same asset 2-3 months ago was, look at how much it was worth. I'm rocking with Chainlink, man. Simple. I'm rocking with it. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I put I got how much in there? $5,400 in Chainlink. Let's get it. Bitch, go lower, please. Because I see you fundamental. And why am I not scared to spend $15 a share? I'll tell you, or $15 a coin, right? Because of this, the market cap, this. It's only billion total supply. It's 700 million of them in circulation. So this is good tokenomics for me. It don't seem like they got too many more to deploy on the market, right? That would be sell pressure. And it's only $10 billion. I think it could go to $100 billion. And the market cap has already been more than double this already. It's already been at 20 billion, 30 billion before. So it definitely could go back up there. and it's ranked number 13 in the world, and I'm willing to take that risk. That's just me personally. You don't have to agree. But you know, this is how I follow my breadcrumbs and I make bets on projects with some relevance, not with no bullshit. Look at my portfolio. You'll see what's in here. Chronos is the native token of the platform, crypto.com. I got more than 50,000. I got more than that. I got double that. I got 100,000. I got a lot of them staked. So you can see right here, 100,000. I got 102,000, 50,000 of them somewhere staked and making me interest, right? This is like the baseline of my portfolio because this is crypto.com native token. That's why I got so much of that. I got Ondo right there. You see my 10,000. Remember I told everybody I want to get 10,000. I achieved my goal, right? I got Chainlink because why? I got 5,000 for sale right now. You want to bet? Let this price go double than what I paid for it. And since it's dropped, I've averaged more money in there. It bring my cost basis down. So let this thing go to $2. I'm selling 5,000 going out the window today. Pew, gone. Same with Chainlink. I got XRP. I got Sui. Look at my portfolio. And I got $2,000 in Shiba Inu, one meme token, just for the hell of it, right? That's it. That's all in this bullshit. They gave me this. That's all the bullshit they got. That's everything in my portfolio right there. What is my narrative? What does these things do in real life? Ondo has relevance. Chainlink has relevance. XRP has relevance. Sui is an AI, all type of play, layer, whatever the fuck layer it is. But I know this one is a it got so much going behind it. That's why I'm in here. We got Shiba Inu. Look, that's it. I don't got a bunch of bullshit tokens in my portfolio. This portfolio is designed to make money based off the narrative coming from the White House. You seen these people with Trump. You seen these people with Larry Fink and BlackRock, which is the motherfucking big dogs of the world. You seen this guy with Trump. Ripple is down in the mix with the real world asset tokenization. Sui is involved with game. Sui is massive. I think it could be big time. They involved with game and they involved with a bunch of different shit. AI. So all of them narratives is in Sui. You know, I got Sui. I got more than 1,000. That's bullshit. I got more than that. Oh, I got some Sui staked as well. So you can see here, I got I think I got 3,000 Sui. Yeah, 3,000 Sui right here. Got 3,000 of them. So, but I got 2,000 of them staked. So you see, there's nothing in this crypto portfolio that is too risky except Shiba Inu. It's a meme token, and this is my Dogecoin, if you will. If Shiba Inu go to fucking $1, I'm gonna be a rich son of a bitch. I got 200 million of these hoes. You know, see, look at the position in my portfolio. It's only worth $2,000. And this one, I got more money because you just saw I got 3,000. I got at least $6,000 to $7,000 in everything else. And Chronos, I got about 11 or 12,000 in Crow. This is the baseline of my portfolio. Then Chainlink, all these are less risky, but they still risky assets right here. And you can see I'm transparent. I'm showing you everything I got. Split the money up. Right? Split the money up. That's how we rocking. And I did not get that money from my property and waste it. I bought a lot of goddamn Chainlink and I'm rocking with it. I'm cool with that. So when I was younger, they used to say, "What you got to show for your money?" Well, guess what? I know out of that property line over there, I got me some Chainlink to show for it. No matter where the price go, I got it. I ain't going to zero. You think it's going to fucking zero? That bitch could go to $9 tomorrow. Guess what? I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna log on, right? And I'm gonna come over here to where's it at? My cash account right here. I'm gonna come over here to this cash account, this $1,000 that I got in here, and I'm gonna take this $1,000 and I'm gonna buy some more. That's why it's separate. And then I got 2,500 just sitting there waiting to be transferred over here. Because I told you I wasn't going to take half of it and put it in the market. So half of 15 is 7,500. So I only put 5,000 in right away. I spent 4,000, right? I got 1,000 in buying power, and I got 2,500 just waiting to be transferred. Now, if this market don't go down and don't agree with me, because I want it to go down, just to let you know, all right? Because I'm trying to get this money in the market. I don't want the money in my damn bank account. That's bullshit to me, right? So I don't know why this shit started like this. Let me take this down. What's going on here? I don't know if y'all can see me. Let me take this down. Mic check. Yo, y'all can hear me. I don't know what happened. But yeah, that's basically it, man. That's how I be looking and finding stuff to put my money in. And is Chainlink going to zero? No. Can it potentially? Yeah, it's a possibility in hell if somebody come and say they're a scam, right? Or something negative in the press with the CEO got in some scandal or some shit. But as long as Sergio over there doing his damn job, I should be all right? And it's a risk that I'm personally cool with taking. I'm willing to risk that $5,000. Notice how I didn't put every dime I got over there, though. That's what be happening. You don't want to put all your money into an asset, because even though no matter how confident I am, it's reason enough to put some of my money in there, not all of it. Because that would be food at that point. And I'm waiting for it to go lower. I got more money that I can't wait to buy more. But I need to see now, since I bought it at $15, $14, I needed to go to $12 and I'll buy some more. It go down to $10, I'm buying more. Right? I'm gonna continuously keep adding to the ownership. And that's what it is. What up, Smitty? Jay-Z Mine in the building. Are you familiar with WLF and USRC? Nope. I ain't gonna lie. What up, T-Rail? But I like I was showing you, man. I'm not trying to lose too much money, guys. I'm not trying to put my money behind stupid shit. You see what I got? I got $2,000 in Shiba Inu. But everything else in my portfolio, Ondo, Chainlink, everything else you've seen in there, Sui, these cryptos I believe in, and they are American, right? It's American, and they all got something to do with tokenization of real world assets and the financial global revolution that Donald Trump keep talking about. So I'm well positioned. I'm positioning myself in all areas of it. I got real world asset tokenization, stock and bond, right? I got Chainlink, the Oracle, that's going to be allowed to make all the smart contracts happen and all this shit. That's going to be able to link all the cryptos together. Yeah, we need that. I got Sui, that's just doing a whole bunch of stuff. They come from Facebook. I'm in there, right? I got all this stuff that can do stuff in real life, that has real world use case, right? And they're going to do good based off of the progress or the decline of the company, the actual entity behind it, the project, right? If Sui fall off the map, then I'm willing to lose $5,000. But if it don't fall off the map and it double my money, guess what? I'm just made some money. So it's not how much money you make, it's what you do with your money, man. So I think that's a good investment for me, right? I still got backup. I didn't put all my money in there. If it goes down, I got more money that I decide that I want to put in there, and I'm willing to risk. That's all it's about, your risk tolerance. But guess what I didn't do? I didn't take that money and go buy a fucking car, because let me tell you what happened, right? That Sui or that Ondo or that Chainlink might double in value, like I said. or like I think. And it might do it in a year time. Say it does it in a year time. And throughout that time, I've been just steady adding, little bit at a time, right? By the time that thing doubles in value, you know what'll happen? I'll be able to go buy that car I want then and still have double the money. Now, what happens if it triples or quadruples in that? Because don't act like that don't happen in crypto. All these other people be talking about chain link going to $100. Biz gonna tell you, bruh, what if it just go to $30? You just doubled your money. Why I gotta go all the way to $100? If it go to $100, bro, I'm gonna buy a Ferrari or some shit. You see? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Because then you'll always have money. You know, based off the movements of these assets. I'm putting money in assets. Today I'm about to go to one of my assets. Well, I'm about to be a fucking consumer today because the Mavericks playing Cooper Flag. I'm going to DC tonight. Right? I'm about to go see the Mavericks and the Wizards play. Good game tonight because they both trash. So I might get a little entertainment. Two trash team play, you normally get a good game. So that's all. That's my message for today, man. Go look in the chain link. I just gave you reasons why I'm invested, and I ain't scared to invest, and I'm scared money don't make no money, and I'm willing to suffer the risk of the downside. You know, if it goes lower, I'm willing to average more money in there, unless I hear some devastating news. And then I just lost money in that investment. But is that okay? Yeah, absolutely. Because that at least I ain't scared to lose no money in no investment. And I'll go on to the next investment, you know? But I'm willing to bet it won't. You know, I seen him chilling I seen him where he need to be. So if anything go happen, it's gonna happen in his favor, in my opinion, especially with this administration. So during this downtime of a government shutdown and people losing their minds since August, putting the market at these lows that you see, are you scared? Not I. And let me go back to this, and then we're gonna get off of here. I need to show the crypto fear and greed index and show you what I'm talking about. I was buying when it was at a 21. Where we at? Are we at the top of this page? I want to see the top of this page. We had crypto 60. How the hell we get up there? All right, right here. We got the fear and greed index. Oh, I didn't share. Damn, I didn't share the screen. Let me share the screen. Right here. Let's check this out. This is all my news. I'm telling you, man, you don't got to take all your life to waste. You know, focus on this every day. Let me show you my news right here. Crypto fear and greed. We are still in fear, guys. Is it a good buying opportunity? I don't know. Every time we in fear, of course. Every time we in fear and greed, what happens? See, we were down here 20. Look at this, trying to bounce up. Right? You see right here previously, it did start to come out and it went back into fear. If we get one of those moves, guess what? I'm gonna be buying right here. I bought when I saw this fear and greed index at 21. That gave me a clue to buy because I'm looking at it. It was in extreme. Look right here, 15. Look at that, March 10th, and then 88. That's the year and high. Yesterday, 21. See that? Last week, 33. Neutral, 55. So we were at 21. Now we starting to come up out of that fear. So watch when the good news come to the market. The government shutdown is over. The tariff situation get fucking resolved. We're gonna be back over here again into this greedy area where what? I would be selling. Because when we get into this greed area, the market is hot like a motherfucker. And that'll be time to take my profits. And I won't have no profits to take if I don't buy in the first place. Right? So this is something that you guys should be looking at. It's on CoinMarketCap, right? So go on CoinMarketCap and you'll be able to see the crypto fear and greed index. And you can look. This is normally a good indicator of the sentiment in the market. And I like to do the opposite. If everybody else is scared, I like to buy. This is why this is buy zone for me. Once we get into neutral, then its next thing is extreme greed. And that's when the market will be pumping like shit. If or when it ever happens. If not, I still heard Donald Trump say he trying to make crypto, United States, the crypto capital of the world. And it's American-based cryptos he's doing it with. And that's what I'm rocking with. Right? Now, somebody could come on here and say, oh, you see this dog shit coin. And if I want to invest in that, I might put $500 in there. Something I'm willing to lose. These projects I feel more confident in because of what I'm looking at. And if this shit plays out the way it's looking like it's going to play out, I'm going to be handsomely rewarded. And you guys can too. Position yourself. Don't worry about the what they talk about in the news, man. News be full of shit. I wanted to go down here. And now it's starting to come out of there. I needed to go back down in there so I could buy some more. Right? I got more money that I want to put in here. And that's just simple as that. So appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. Hopefully y'all seen something y'all ain't heard before, or y'all heard something y'all ain't seen before. You know what I'm saying? Coinbase jumping. Coinbase is that's in the stock market. That's a platform where you could go buy your cryptos at on Coinbase. I use crypto.com. And that's what I'm doing, man. I'm chilling. You know, I don't need to go to the car dealership. I don't need to go do no dumb shit. I don't need to go buy all the Jordans just because I got money. Nah, I need to make sure that I'm being balanced, you know, that I'm taking care of myself, you know, and also investing at the same time. Yep, great live. Yeah, CX. Hopefully, you guys take the time. Appreciate that, CX. Hopefully, you guys, what it say? Oh, World Liberty Finance. Oh, yeah. I heard of that. When you put that WLF in there, I was thinking about like Wolf, but yeah, World Liberty Finance. Once you said Trump, I know what it is. That's his token for his little exchange he got going, or whatever, his bank or whatever the fuck. It's World Liberty Finance. I heard of that. Yeah, but pay attention to the breadcrumbs, just how Biz find them, just by looking at what they're doing in the media. Look at how they rubbing shoulders and talking and stuff. What do you think? Donald Trump is against this guy or for this guy? And if he's for this guy, they're going to pass the regulation that we're looking for. And then, boom. Right? What that going to mean for meme coins? Meme coins just go when the community is happy, right? When everybody, there ain't nothing that they got, they ain't in the White House. They not over there talking to Donald Trump. And I feel way more safe with my portfolio than a more risky one with a bunch of meme tokens in there. Right? That's all I'm saying, man. You know, that's why I'm looking at when I'm talking about crypto, I'm talking about actual crypto projects, not no damn dog eat shit coin. I got one of those, Shiba Inu. And if that thing take off, I'm gonna be paid like a motherfucker. That's the only reason I got it sitting over there. I only got a little bit, right? Well, it's a lot to some people, but it's a little bit to me. It's like $2,000. That's just I dare you. Hey, Shiba Inu, I dare you to start going crazy. I'm selling all that shit. You see? And I'm gonna buy what? Bitcoin, Chainlink, one of the main ones, one of the good ones that you know is in cahoots with the government, bruh. That's where I'm putting my money at. Simple. So Chainlink, Ondo, Sui, those three I've been buying heavy. I got XRP because I had a big bag of XRP, and I got what else is in there? Oh, Chronos, and that's pretty much it. But I'll holla at y'all. Y'all be good. See y'all on the next one, man. Salute to everybody that super chat. I appreciate it, Mr. In the Bushes, Paul Thomas, Ballhead Wayne. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all pay attention now. Don't just listen to fuck shit. But we probably gonna come back live with some fuck shit later on. But right now, it's this money talk, man. Crypto in the building, man. You see what it is. And for those that's paying attention, you might see opportunity right there. Go look and do some more research and see if you see what I see. But other than that, you guys have a blessed day. Shout out to y'all for all the birthday wishes. Yeah, I had a good birthday, ate steak and did some more stuff. But yeah, man, see y'all on the next one. Peace.